Hello, hello. How are you? Hope you're having a beautiful day. Let's see how it's going. Okay. Can you see me? Kind of. Not really. Who cares about me, right? All right. Hello, hello. No. Although that's not a bad idea. I was called to do some candle manifestation yesterday, or I don't know how to put that, but I was called to anoint some oils and put some herbs on them. So I was like, well, if I did all that work, I drug out all this stuff. I actually have a time-lapse video of that one crazy mother from yesterday. I drug out all the stuff, I did all the work, and then I don't even know if I lit the candles yesterday, but I lit 2 of them today. So I did 6 different little votives that, yeah. So I'm trying to heat up my soul with candles. I don't know. How are you doing? So I have the word odes, O-D-E-S, like our songs, our tales. I hear that. I'm tired. Well, I have the initial K and I have a bird flying like the eagle. So we're going to talk about singing our songs. Ooh, we can do KO, knockout. I hear the tired thing. Myself as well. I spent part of my drive home this afternoon. I had to go do something for someone else. I guess I'm trying to figure out how that is. And as I was driving home, I was just feeling the exhaustion. I cried a fair part of the way home. Because I'm tired of being everything to everyone or not being everything to everyone. I don't know. So I get it. I had someone ask a favor of me, and I'm like, A, yes, I want to see my kid. B, though, I'm tired of doing free labor for this man in any way possible. So he asked me to do something. I was like, yeah. I'm like, how do I nicely tell him, no, you can do that on your own. I just say nothing, yes. I don't have the financial resources or the energetic resources to be taking, to be doing that. All right, well, let's see. Queen of Swords. Love it. Let's see what the Queen of Swords has to say. No. Okay. 3 of Wands. We felt imbalanced. in other news, when I wasn't streaming yesterday, because like I said, I was creating, I made catnip tea and put it in the diffuser for the cats. They seem to kind of enjoy it. So that was yesterday's adventure, and all that creation was making catnip tea for the kitties. The Fool, we're trying new things. So Queen of Swords, we've been feeling like the foundation is faulty, and it's time to start a new adventure with the Fool. Like, we don't know what danger's out there, but it's better than what we've been doing here. All right, Ace of Pentacles. Being willing to go out on a limb, it's going to create a financial abundance, like a financial opportunity. As far as generational trauma goes, because when you decide to start doing your own thing and living your own life and not fitting in other people's shoes, like, they're going to look at you like you're crazy. And you really kind of are, because you're like, this whole world I've ever known, I'm going to say goodbye to it. Except for, if you know how your ancestors' path ends, why would you keep doing the behavior that perpetuates that? Like, if you know that this road leads to this because you've seen it play out in your mom, your grandma, your great-grandma, whatever, you don't want your kids to do it, why would you want to go down that road? So they'll call you crazy for not doing everything like them, but you got to be willing to say, I don't know what's out there. I know what happens if I stay in this road. So being willing to take the Fool's journey and say, like, oh, whatever will be can lead to great success, because you're not living in the shadows of everyone else either. Queen of Wands, fire has entered the building. We're very protective of what we are passionate about. Let's see. Okay, Six of Cups. We do have to look at what the past has brought us. Page of Swords, that's like an internal behavior of being petty, and Hanged Man, changing our perspective on the whole situation. Again, saying to yourself, if my mom wants me to be like her, but my mom's not happy, why would I want to sign up for more of what she's doing? Why wouldn't I be brave enough to do something different? Seven of Cups, checking, making sure that all of the options that you have are ones that you want. Salt and sugar look the same. They have varying results. All right. Four of Wands. You bring in that. When you make the decision, you say, like, yeah, this is not a decision I love to make. You make it, though. You create stability. All right. Let's reshuffle, see what the energy says. One crazy mother, I do feel like the cold has set in. Like, it's been so cold the last few days here, so candles aren't a bad accessory to add into the aesthetic right now, because it's like the last few days have been so freaking cold. It's like, no matter, you just have that chill to your bones. So that's, yeah. All right. We have Page of Cups. Yeah. Page of Cups. So, needing to look at those emotions that are deep early in our childhood, where it's like we gloss over where we thought it was like happiness, like, oh, that was a great time. Was that happiness, or were we inundated with emotions, or were we not having our emotional needs met? Like, Ten of Swords, betrayals, heartbreaks, pain, end of the line, end of the road, past the point of no return. Well, then we become the Page of Pentacles. So again, we're reverting back to that childhood mentality. It's time to say, yeah, you know what, that's not for me. Hello, Morphe. How are you? Do you have a specific question you want to ask? All right. Are you typing? Am I rushing? Morphe and Tendir get married in the future. Let's see what we have to say. Okay, so I have the Tower is the most prominent card here. There's something that needs to be let go of. There's an instability with Three of Wands. So there's like an instability and it's affecting your money. So you're trying to balance your financial situation. So Tower comes out, there's something that you're not seeing that's going to kind of make it fall. And the World, there's a closing of that chapter, closing of that cycle. So at this point, I don't feel like you guys are getting married. I feel like there's something that's making you feel like not quite sure of it, and it's creating you to question how it's financially impacting you, how it's impacting your passion, your anything like that. So it looks like there's endings in here. Right now, it looks to be a no, but you have to know if that story fits for you or if it doesn't. Like, you have to decide that. So it looks like there's something that is going to make that fall. Like, there's something there that you don't know or see. Okay, well, that's your decision to make. You have to decide if he's the one for you, because you'll be the one, like, waking up next to him for the rest of your life. So all right. I can't. You're the one that has to live with the decision and what happens. So that is totally up to you. You create your own destiny in your own life. It's however you take the information. So cards say no. You have to make the determination, though. I can't tell you yes or no. You have to take the information you get and then see if it fits. If it fits, it's yours. If it's not, it's not. So cards say no, but you ultimately have to be the one to play out the part. So so the cards read what the current energy is. How they shift is dependent upon what you do on your side. Okay. All right. Let's see what the general energy is now that we got that out. Okay. Seven of Swords, deception, betrayal, sly, trickery. Let's see. Ten of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Wands. So 10 of Pentacles in reverse, our financial, like our abundance is upside down because people are messing with us. Two of Wands, balancing our passions. The Leo energy with strength was on the bottom before I started shuffling again. Let's see what we got. Like, there's so many ways you can read reversals, and it also depends on like the surrounding cards. Hiya, how are you? reversals typically mean like the opposite of whatever that card would embody, or something being halted, or it just depends like what's around it, I guess. Yes, if do you want to drop your question down below? So Page of Pentacles, our financials had been in reverse. So again, like we've been stuck with Daughter of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles, it's saying that we've been kind of reverted back to childhood mentality, or we haven't been able to make progress. All right. Where did I go? Hold on. Louvre save. I'm gonna say, okay, what is the general energy for Louvres? Let's see. General energy for Louvres. Let me make sure those are all correct. Nope, flipped over. See what we got. No, I'm not taking all those. General collective or general energy read for Louvres. Okay, let's see. Okay. Okay. So the two main character energies I have out here. So I have Scorpio energy with Death, and I have King of Wands, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let me take another quick look here. So Death can, like I say, you could be a Scorpio, or this could be anything attached to Scorpio. And or you could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So always, if it fits, it fits. It does not apply, let it fly. When I see Death, I think of we need to transform. So what it looks like is you were in the energy of your foundation being unstable with Three of Wands. So it was like your foundation wasn't quite built up. Your passions were kind of like missing that spark. And it was creating Five of Pentacles, so it was creating that feeling of being left out in the cold financially, and everybody else is having fun. So I do see Seven of Pentacles. You've been building yourself. You've been building your your own feeling of self-worth. Because I have Seven of Pentacles, so financially you've been planting the seeds. That's always about options. And I do see that this is bringing your financials, because I also have Six of Pentacles. Or you could be earth sign or dealing with earth sign. So Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Because there's, like I say, it's all about pentacles, so that's stability. And it's, you've been feeling like everybody else is having fun, but you're balancing that out with Six of Pentacles. So the general energy is you felt like you were having no fun. Your foundation was rocked, but it's steadily improving. Let me know if that vibes or if that gives you more questions. Okay. And it starts internally, mentally, before you externally push that energy out. So you'll feel yourself, you'll start noticing how you're changing in certain ways or how things are different or they'll flow. So that transition, it starts with becoming aware. You're like, oh, hey, this is XYZ or this is this. So, okay. We're all going through like a collective raising of the vibration on the earth plane, I guess. I don't know. Awesome. All right. Addie, how are you? How are you? Okay. All right. You want to ask your question? We'll see if we can give you any clarity. Ouch. Hey, Cottage Country. It's not even in a different place. I just changed the angles. Yeah. Make sure you get my better side. No, I'm just kidding. All right. After the situation, how does he view Addie as a person? I'm going to draw one more card, Addie, because the energy is so freaking weird. Because I don't know any backstory, but it's kind of a weird energy, and I'll drop that in a minute. I just want one more card for clarification, because okay. Are you ready? So the first card that came out was King of Wands. So that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But when it came out, this take this however you want, and if it fits, it sits. If it does not apply, let it fly. But it's like when I saw this card, all I could get in my mind's eye was like, he's turned on. Which I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's like he's like standing up proud or turned on, like, because Two of Cups also came out, and it's that whole union love type energy. So where it also got thrown off, kind of confused, I wanted one more card for clarification. I got Moon, so there's like secrets that have been hidden, like you or he doesn't know everything, like there's something deeper, but there's something hidden there. And where it also got kind of slightly confused was Hanged Man came out in reverse. So Hanged Man typically is about changing your perspective. And I was trying to ask for clarification from intro. I was like, what would Hanged Man in reverse be? And for clarification off the moon, it was like you were seeing the situation correctly the whole time. So it's like something was hidden, but Hanged Man, like, because normally Hanged Man we would say, oh, you need to change your perspective. But in this case, it came out reversed with the moon. So it feels like you were wise to whatever was going on the whole time. You knew, even though you didn't know. And for some odd reason, like I feel great, like, passion there. And then the clarifying card of all to come out was the star, Aquarius energy. Like, you are the star of your own show. So I don't know what happened in said situation, but it feels like even if you feel like it wasn't a good look, you came out shining. Like, it will be a better outcome than you realize. Okay, how does that feel for you? Because I was like, the energy is like so freaking weird. Yet it's kind of I don't know, maybe it is your story. And if it is, please let me know. I mean, I love that we got Aquarius as the clarifier as the last, and the whole energy of being rising above. Yeah. I don't know how I feel receiving the energy. Like I say, it like jumped out. I don't know if you saw, but it like jumped out, and all I saw was like this cobra just being like, I'm here. And all I could feel was like great pride and attraction. And I'm like, I don't know what any of that is. Hopefully that's your message, or if it's not, I don't know. All right. Well, and that's the thing. Okay, Addie, 2 parts of that. It's okay to, well, there's so many parts, but it's okay to not know how to feel, A. B, you can't, until you know how to feel, you can't tell other people what you're feeling or how you're feeling. Like, we can't do that for you. C, and this is, like, I know I keep adding whatever. It's that whole, you can't intellectualize what you feel. You actually have to feel it and then just let it roll through you. Because I've caught myself doing that, like, oh, I'm feeling sad, and I'm feeling sad because of this. No, I just need to fucking feel sad. So with the whole feeling thing, you just need to feel it and not try to explain it to anyone else or anything until you've actually felt it. So, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, I had a guy that was a complete jerk to me, completely treated me like absolute garbage. It was because he had a thing for me. So boys don't always act rational. Sometimes you're like, of course he hadn't dated anyone in 7 years, so he didn't know how to take women, and women hadn't been nice to him, and that's a whole other story. But it was like, yeah, being mean to me isn't how you're gonna attract me at all. You catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. Of course, we don't want flies over here, ruining the picnic. Okay. Yeah. It isn't, oh my gosh. I have so many freaking stories, but that guy who, like I say, who hadn't been with someone in 7 years, like, he went on to, it was just a situation. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Davey, how are you, love? Okay, so I've been toiling away with the computer the last 2 days, and it's not been going so well, man. Davey, I was singing our song while I was in the shower this afternoon. I was like, hey, it's the monkeys. We're just monkeying around. in the shower. So, take that as you will, sir. King nonchalant. I'm trying to do some new things with Streamlabs, baby, and I'm not in love with it. I don't know. I need a tech guy. I mean, obviously I got the talent, but I can't be the camera girl and the tech and the microphone. Like, I need, you know. No. It's just not my jam. It's kind of like, you don't ask me to fix things because then it's going to get even more broken sometimes. My ex hated when I would get the tools out, but then he also wouldn't be around to help or wouldn't actually help. So I was like, you only have yourself to blame. Empress. That's right. Empress. It's royalty. We're nurturing, loving. We don't, you know, build like that. We don't fix like that. We nurture. Okay. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Nine of Swords, betrayal, heartbreak. What are you up to, Davey? And have you heard anything about your job? Your job. Pentacles, money, Page of Cups, those old child patternings, Wheel of Fortune. It's time to change direction, time to put away anything not for you. It's the invitation to go deeper into your development and learn more about yourself. Good. Didn't I call that? I think I called that. Maybe not. Knight of Cups. So we're going from Page of Cups, like outdated, emotional, thoughts on life, love, relationships, going to Knight of Cups, a little more stable, yet still needing to keep progressing on that journey to become the King of Cups. Davey, I'm glad they reached out to you. Maybe it was our long conversation that we had that ushered that in. Didn't you say send you positive energy? In the last time I streamed and I said you were going to hear something by Tuesday, I think. So you're getting there. I know it's worrisome, man. It's okay. We'll get there. Four of Cups. We feel like we've been emotionally left out. Everybody else is having fun. Why aren't we? When I see Four of Cups, because the rat is prominent on this, so it feels like when you're raised in a family of rats, it's like we don't know any better. Six of Pentacles. We're balancing our finances as we progress on our journey. Because we started with the Empress, and we had Page of Cups, so we want to be progressing. To be able to be with an Empress, you have to, do the work. The emotional work, the financial work, the physical work, whatever you need. You can't be a Page of Cups and be courting an Empress. Alright. Even if you are your own Page of Cups and you are your own Empress, it's like you gotta put in the work. Six of Wands. We'll be victorious over this. It'll be good. Okay. Moon. There are things that we haven't been able to see. There are things that have been hidden from us. We're gonna triumph over it though. Everything done in the dark must come to light. It's a natural progression. It's kind of like when you know better, you do better. And then you start getting yourself out of the situations that kept you in the dark. Okay, 9 of Wands. We're putting down the burdens. We're saying enough. We're ascending. We're ascending. 2 of Pentacles. We're balancing those finances. And Queen of Cups. Okay, we go from Page of Cups to Knight of Cups to Queen of Cups as we put down the burdens. And with this being Sears, and what it feels like, it's like you're taking every freaking pain, every heartache, every worry, and you're using it to build your stairway of success. And when you get there, you're like, I didn't climb the ladder off of other people's back. I actually took my hard work, my sweat, my tears, my pain, my joy, my everything, and I learned it. I did it. I got out of there. I rose above whatever was being, whatever has been not your burden to carry. And it gives you great emotional fulfillment and financial stability. It's all about the stability, man. We're working on it. All right. The world. Closing the chapter. 5 of Pentacles. Because we're tired of being broke. We're tired of being left out. This feels very much like the Beauty and the Beast rose. It's like all you can do is sit there and watch every petal fall in slow motion. We're tired of that. It's like, okay, no, it's time. It's time to go out and live life. It's time to let the sun hit our face again. Okay, 4 of Wands, building our foundation. Okay. At least you have correspondence, Davey. Like, it may be hard for them to set it up, but at least you have correspondence. You know you're on the list. Say, Davey, have you looked at the review for the companies from the employees? Is that a systemic thing with the company? Are they like poorly managed? Okay. I didn't see the part where it said you have the interview tomorrow at 12. I'm happy for you. I told you you were going to hear something. That is concerning. Wait, you don't have, did the invite maybe go to your spam folder? In an email? That's unfortunate. Can you send them do you have like an email? Can you reply to them and just be like, hey, I realize our interview is tomorrow at noon. I haven't received the link for it yet. Like just a polite, hey, I'm here. Because what if they just forgot to send it or attach I don't know. I thought it was like a direct hire, not like a recruiter type situation. All right, Mars, motion in reverse. So we're stopped in our tracks right there. We're halted for just a moment, especially because it's motion, it's reverse. So we would be stopped right there. Sagittarius. And Libra. We have Sagittarius expand and Libra balance. Okay, so as we are expanding, we're needing to integrate it so that we don't feel out of balance. Davey, I sent you some energy the other day after we had talked about it. 5th house, passion. We're following our heart's desire. Chiron, heal. Well, they have to replace a lot of things with HR. Like AI replaces a lot of jobs because they're jobs that people don't really want to do. I think the pandemic or scamdemic, however you want to look at it, made a lot of people realize, like, I don't want to go to a job and be yelled at by people, or I don't want to go to a job and waste all my time. So, I don't know. A lot of things are being replaced by AI because people don't want to do the jobs anymore. I don't blame them. I mean, it's kind of like going to McDonald's and how they have the computer to order. Like when you go in the lobby, you have to use the computer to order because they don't have enough people. And it's like, well. The thing is, they're jobs that people don't want to do. And it needs to be done by something. The companies aren't paying people what they're worth, or they aren't, like... And how do you affect the bottom line? You withhold the labor in both directions. So, yeah. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna have my water, go to the bathroom, take a lap. Oh, sorry, buddy. Move. BRB. Okay, watch out, better. Okay. All right. What did I miss? Did I miss anything? You're gonna, so Addie, I can try and go back into the energy. I need a minute to sit here. Hold on. And read through that and sit with it for a minute. Okay, so do you think the love of your life is going to cause you confusion? Like, if you don't know how you feel or how someone feels about you, do you think God's going to send you a person that's going to make you question everything in your life? Or do you think the universe would send you, like, the person that makes everything fit? You're like, oh, no, this feels totally right in my soul. Like, okay. So if you block someone and you actually feel peace, there's your answer. Like, here's what I used to feel torment, like, oh, I don't want somebody to think this way because I blocked them. And now I've started, I'm like, if I block them, there's a good reason. And I don't want to ever open that door again. Because obviously, if it wasn't it the first time, it's not going to be it the second time. Like, if I ate a hamburger at this place, and the first time I was like, I'm not going to probably go back the second time and be like, yeah, I'm so excited, I expect so much, because I tried it once and it wasn't good, so why would I want to go back there to eat, or if my first experience wasn't good? Make sense? We have to block people that's like, we're done. I don't ever have to see or know that person ever again. You have to do what's best for you. Even walking away from friendships sometimes is worth it. I've walked away from 33-year friendships, and it was one of the best decisions I made. I don't know. Depends on how invested you guys are in each other. Probably doesn't. I might though. I don't know. I don't know. When it's more than one-on-one in a relationship, it's too messy. There's too many people in the dance card. Yeah. Yeah. If you guys are all friends, if you hit it off with one but not the other, then there's questions of jealousy and just, well, why them and not me, and it's just messy. Jealousy is a real thing, and it can be deadly. So let's not. Let's not. I'm glad. I'm glad. All right. Badger, anything that's not for the highest good, you are asked to leave now. We are sovereign, you have no right to be here. Okay. I know, handsome. I don't know what the energy is going on. Yeah, there's some funky town business going on here, huh? No. Physical protector. I know. Mm-hmm. Warm. Yeah. Can you lay down on the ground? You lay down? Okay. Let's get into the trash animals oracle. Lay down. Lay down. Nope. I know. You miss. Okay, Davey, that is the one drawback of not being on the couch. Badger misses being able to be close while I'm reading. Because he likes to, like, Badger has no definition of personal space. He just thinks that if there's space, it is his. And I think he thinks he's a lapdog, but he's not. So when I used to sit on the couch and read, he could get as close as I would allow him to. He probably like that better because when I sit up at the table, he can't be in super close proximity. So that also changes his dynamic slightly, which is what we're dealing with right now on his end. Yeah. I know. Can you lay down? No, don't paw me. I know. All right. Okay, Trash Animals Oracle. The Trash Animals Guide to Life, Love, and Surviving Daily Chaos. Alright, so we have partnership with the pigeon, possum with the conflict avoidance, and pig, self-awareness. You're going to have to start becoming more aware of how you run away from partnerships that maybe you need to be in. You know, Davey, that's like a whole, I don't even know. Yes, you are correct. Your observation there is correct. I'm glad that you, there's been some weird energy within the chat, within the house and everything today, so the vagueness, well, and I'm trying to, how do you answer so many questions when it's like vague without, I don't even know. And also, like, I don't want to deal with messy right now. I have messy in my own freaking life, and I'm trying not to overthink about that. Davey, it feels like another day that if you would be willing to do a Discord call, it feels like it'd be a valid day to do it, because some what the fuck moments have happened, and I'm just like, I don't even know. I'm glad you have an interview tomorrow, though. And I'm glad you have that after we had that stinking long conversation. Come on, man. Oh, okay, crow problem solver. Crow problem solver. Let's see what else we need. What kind of drink, sir? Are you going to the bar or are you going to the fridge to get said drink? All right. The subway, action, determination. It's time to get focused so you can solve your problems. That's what's going on here. Out of this deck. Alright. Pigeon again. Bravery. Oh, okay, sorry. We got pigeon earlier, which was companionship, but we have the subway, action and determination, and pigeon, bravery, and crow, problem solver. All logical ways of coming out of the problems that you have. Like, I mean, maybe bravery isn't always logical, but maybe it is. We'll see. Well, to get on the subway takes action and determination. Oh, man. Okay, mouse, perception. It's how can you take that problem and make it into bite-sized chunks so that you can get through it every day. Underneath, we have fox with resilience. So it's taking little steps. And a lot of times, like, you don't realize you're doing little bits every day to get to the end goal. An example of this, I made like a preposterous claim back in like 2019 or something. I was like, this is what I want to be doing 5 years from now or whatever, or when I retire. And within 5 years, it came really close to happening. So it was like, you don't realize how you make a claim. You're like, I want this. And then you, without realizing it, you start doing the action steps to get you to that thing. And then you look back and you go, I never thought this was a reality. And here I am. And, you know, it's real. So being brave enough to take the first step and do the thing. Skunk, self-reliance. Yes, you have to do the thing. You have to make the decision. You have to do the right thing. So skunk is you don't have anybody else to help you and you don't have anybody else to blame. Bear, adaptability. You're going to learn how well you can roll with it. You say you're easygoing, prove it. You say you're hardworking, prove it. Adaptability, you're going to have to put your money where your mouth is. The plastic 6-pack holder, pause and surrender. Pause and surrender. And sometimes that really is the thing, is you have to relax. I know surrender's so hard when you feel like you're being forced into a corner, but it's like you have to relax so that you can actually see what you need to see or fit through that space you're trying to get through. You know, it's like when you're in defense and you're all puffed up big, and it's like if you need to get through a tiny area, well, you have to be able to move through it with ease and flow. So it's letting go and letting it just play out the way it's supposed to. Okay. Instead of controlling every little detail. The empty nest, inner calling and rebirth. It's time to go within. It's time to find solace with your own company and seagull responsiveness. If you're not feeling good, don't go. If you want to go, go, but you need to be listening to what your body is telling you, not what other people are telling you, not how other people are moving. What are you responding to? What stimuli? If it's not making you feel good, why are you going to keep doing it? Oh my gosh. Skunk. Opportunism. Always looking for the bright side. Okay. I had a spiritual lesson come up yesterday, and right as I was playing cards, I was like, oh, there's something I need to jot down before I forget that. It's a fun one. All right. Since I got a nice little download from the trash animals guy, let's continue shuffling in there. We'll see what other information we get out of there. Huh. Okay. Let us see. Alright. Subway, action and determination, and squirrel, unpredictability. I love that. I love that. So the lesson I had come up yesterday, I'm glad, Davey, and I'm sure you're going to hear something back. And it's probably just as simple as like, oh, we just, slipped our mind. It's going to work out better than you think it is. Okay. Oh, Davey! I really missed you guys yesterday. I was busy doing other stuff, and I had some communications come up from the past, the last few days, and the one from yesterday, it hit me out of left field because I hadn't heard from this source in like 3 months, and I didn't react like how they thought I was going to. And I think it kind of pushed them in a different direction. So yesterday was dealing with the impacts of that and working on some other things. So, yeah. Okay. It will work out, Davey. All right. The flickering streetlight, fear and anxiety. We're uncertain. We don't know what's going on. We're feeling apprehensive. Except for the floating marshmallow, resourcefulness, and inspired action. We're using those skills, those talents we've learned to overcome our fear. Be bigger than your fear. Fear is false evidence appearing real. There you go, say Davey. I'm just going to type that down there, which feels like such a cliche, just when you're scared, obviously, you don't really be able to say this to yourself, but it's a good way to maybe rewire our brain. Bear, adaptability. One of the biggest challenges as a water sign is being able to go with the flow, adaptability. How are you making the best of your situation? Seagull, nurturing. We're loving every bit of our nest. Okay, so what I love about the bear adaptability, it feels like Yogi Bear. If you remember, like Yogi Bear was always stealing the picnic basket, and it was always like that. How, like, say Davey, even though things maybe look kind of scary, how are you making the best of it with adaptability and with nurturing? And with the whole being stuck where you're at right now, like, yeah, you're in a place where you don't want to be, but you have to wait for the next step. So how are you leaning into your art, and how are you leaning into the little things that make the big picture? All right, Just Darkness, you want to ask your question? I am like totally all over the place on that stinking song. That's okay. Just Darkness. What is the general love vibe for Just Darkness? All right. Okay, so we have Page of Pentacles, which could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We have 9 of Wands, so burdens, having to be done with those, saying like we're not doing that anymore. We have 3 of Swords. We've had betrayals. Feels like third parties or cheating type situations. It doesn't feel very good. We have Wheel of Fortune, so it's time to change the trajectory. So Just Darkness, this is your reading. If you're missing it, you're missing it. Wheel of Fortune, it's time to change that direction after these betrayals. Put down the burdens, change, because you're getting stabbed in the back. We also have Page of Cups, so this could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and it looks like that general love is that you're in a stalemate. You need to make a decision, and I can't make that decision for you, but it does look like you need to make a decision to stop entertaining people that aren't entertaining you in the ways that you need to, so that you can change the course of direction. Okay. Anybody else like to ask a question? Otherwise, I'll pick up cards and start reading again a general collective. general collective energy. Empress. The general energy is Empress. She's beautiful. She's stable. She's abundant. She's fertile. 9 of Cups. Emotionally fulfilled in love. Okay. Ace of Cups. She's getting the love cup. She's getting that love offer. This is gorgeous energy in the collective that just is there. Let's see. Four of Cups coming from that betrayal. Like I say, it always feels like the family of rats, like this is how she was raised. 4 of Cups, like that lack, that feeling like everybody was out to get. And then 9 of Cups, she's filling her own cup. She's got Ace of Cups, she's got 9 of Cups, filling her own cup after being raised in a bad situation. Beautiful energy. Empress is Pisces. 9 of Swords. It's that needing to rise above and say, you know what, that's them. That's not me. That's them. Getting out of your own mental space. Like when people treat you like crap, it's not about you. It's about how they feel about themselves. So a lot of times people, how they react with you is just how they react with themselves. How quiet. Or just quiet energetically. Am I quiet sound-wise or quiet energetically? Oh, King of Cups and Queen of Wands. So the Empress, and it could be Empress is either Pisces energy or that dreamy love, feeling great. Could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine. And attracting in a King of Cups with that emotional stability. I know. Well, I've been working so hard the last 2 days, and I've had so much information come through the last 2 days that I'm exhausted. Like, I seriously cried part of the way home today. I've had a few it's been a few bad days. The devil in reverse. I've been battling devils the last few days for realsies. But I'm coming out on top. Telling people like, hey, judgment. So judgment is, this can't be going on any longer. Yeah. The Magician, we are alchemizing. We're mastering every element. Everything that's thrown at us, the good, the bad, the other, we're making it our own. Hey Belka, how are you? Page of Cups, we're needing to update our thinking about our emotional needs and wishes. 9 of Wands, we need to put down the burdens. 3 of Swords, we've been betrayed by outside influences. Night, one crazy mother. Have a great one. Can't wait to hear about school starting. I know you're going to be exhausted. That'll be good now. What's going on, Belka? How are you? Davey, are you willing to have a conversation after I get off live tonight? Maybe. Belka, how have you been doing? I haven't seen you in a while, baby. Besides talking to a hot high priestess. Oh, Belka, do tell. This sounds like it's gonna be... Oh, your mom came to visit. Or your mom's coming to visit, isn't she? I totally, I forgot that was going on soon. I know you had mentioned it in passing. I think I kind of said that you would get through it. Probably because you're older now, so you have some different experience to be able to see it through a different lens. And Davey, I don't know if you realize you and I talking, you don't realize how valuable that is because people don't get that opportunity anymore, man. I had to check my tattoo artist on that because he and I had an hour and a half conversation this week. And he used to take for granted, my time. And he used to waste my time. And I made a comment the other day. He's like, I said, you don't realize how rare my time is. He's like, no, I haven't seen you in forever. And I was like, yeah, because I'm dealing with a lot of people. Yeah, but at least, as we get older and as we start having more experience, we start seeing our parents differently. Or we start bonding with them differently. It's almost like in some ways we kind of get to relax more with them because we realize that they're just as human as we are and vice versa. I don't know. Belka, have you watched Shrek at all? That happens. That does happen. But isn't it funny how time changes all of us and we don't recognize each other anymore? Okay, so think of us as Shrek and think of our parents as Princess Fiona, right? We think that they're royalty. They're in a castle, they're protected by a dragon, and behind closed doors at night, they're also an ogre, just like us. So maybe instead of treating each other like we're different, we need to realize that we are all like onions. We're complex and we have multiple layers. I guess what I like about this moment coming up, kind of for review, there are some people that I wonder if I met them today, if I would still want to be friends with them. And sometimes that kind of plagues me. It's like if you didn't know them, if you had just met them, would they be someone that you would be friends with? If they aren't, then why are you still watering those seeds? I think that was a hard lesson I went through with everything with my family. It's if we weren't family, if I wouldn't want to be your friend, then I don't want to hang out with you. So I love that kind of comes up because, like I say, there's some, if I were to meet my niece today, if we weren't blood related, I don't know if, I wouldn't want to hang out with her. And that's not a good enough reason for her to be able to have access to my life. nice. Best of luck. Please be careful. Because, yeah. Alright, that's all I'm going to say there. Just, ooh, Facebook with high school crushes or high school friends. It's kind of it never works out. Like, can I just give perspective from what I've seen, and being an elder millennial. My cat just stuck her nail in my leg and then ran off. Bullshit. Love you, girl, but what the heck? Can I give just... Oh, okay. Thank you for the context. Okay. Then disregard that. I thought it was a romantic context. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed. Just kidding. Then great. That sounds great. Okay. I thought it was like romantic. I was like, no, that never ends well. That like all the people that they like, especially like my age, because I'm early 40s, right? And we all go on, we have a long-term marriage, we get married, and then somehow along the way Facebook comes along, we reconnect with old high school friends, and then we leave our spouses because we think like, oh, they were so great in high school, they must have gotten better with age. They don't. So I've watched so many people that will leave their spouses or have parted ways with their spouses and then reconnected. Like, one girl was like, yeah, no, she's like, that guy was blaming me. I was like, yeah. She's like, but I've gotten so fast at recognizing it now after being in a long-term abusive relationship. I'm like, yep. So the Facebook is always kind of a weird, because like I say, people will get back together, they'll like romanticize because they were a teenager and they had no responsibilities, and they always be like the good old days, and it's like you like to get stoned and sit in your parents' basement, and oh, you're 43 and you still like to get stoned and sit in your parents' basement. Like, it might be time to move past that. So I don't know. I feel like Grandpa Simpson when I talk about that. I'm like, in my day. I feel like Lily One should be right around the corner, because she always talks about freaking The Simpsons, and I always feel like, okay, I love The Simpsons as a kid, and there are so many times that like I look at certain characters and I was like, oh, they're totally Homer, and I feel like Grandpa sometimes, and sometimes I feel like Maggie, and sometimes I feel like Lisa and Bart. I mean, I feel like all of them. So yeah, I don't know. Love that might be a good reference for anybody, a good synchronicity, The Simpsons. Libra, balance. Alright, well, maybe that's the whole point. I meant to bring the balance and talk about the old ways so people don't lose the traditions. Taurus, cultivate. Okay, I love, this is both Venus energy. Libra and Taurus are both Venus energy. One is the grounded and one is the intellectual. Or one is the doer and one is the intellectual. So you have the brains, and then Taurus is the beauty, brawn. They're both beautiful, but Taurus is the brawn of the Venus side. So they're the doers. Transits, the climate. What environment are you in? We don't criticize flowers for not growing when they're not getting water. We give them water. Just like we don't criticize you for not being with the right elements, we work on getting you the right elements. Fourth house, home. When you're building your nest, make sure that it's one that you love, that you want to be in. What does your house look like? What does it feel like? Not what it used to. What do you want it to be now? Okay. Pluto, rebirth. Okay. It's time to take it to the max. All the way to the ground. Rebuild. Build from the ground up. It's terrifying. I know. It's what we need. 11th house, community. You're going to find your tribe. You have to start figuring out what you want, what you love, though, so you can find your community. Because if you don't know what you want, how are you going to find your place? Or you can build your place, whichever. You could be like me, which is totally went off on my own to build my own space to have my tribe. I don't know. Part of my journey was when and I've heard it throughout the whole entire time, and maybe it's just being an 80s kid, but the field of dreams, if you build it, he will come. Like, I don't even know, like, I've seen that movie at least 3 times, but that's been a recurring message that I've been hearing since I started my spiritual awakening. It's creating that space for what I want to have become reality. It's, you have to build it first. You have to know, what does it look like? What do I want there? Who's going to be with? So whatever you want, you have to build it, and then ask people to come in and join you. So part of finding your community is knowing what you want and then sending out the call. Midhaven, Pinnacle. We're getting to the peak. Let's see. What else do we need? Gemini, cross-pollinate. We're going to have to ask for help outside our comfort zone. Twin. We're going to have to find the person that's really good at what we're not good at. We're going to have to learn how to communicate and open the channel. Imam Koali, root. You have to get to the root. All right. I love it. We have heaven and hell in here because we have root and we have midhaven, and we're like, literally, how are you bringing in balance between both elements? Can you find peace even when you are feeling at your scariest point? Can you find a moment of calm just to be able to say, you know what, I'll get through this. I've gotten through everything else. Cancer and mirth. So literally diving in, saying, how far can I push myself? Like, if we think of Cancer, with Cancer's water, it's emotions. It's how far can you dive into your emotions? How long can you hold on before you have to come back up to catch your breath? Because the farther you can dive, the cooler things you'll be able to see. Like, if you look at the ocean, think of how much is in the ocean that we can't see because we cannot immerse ourselves that deeply. So in your healing journey or your life journey or your emotional journey, it's how far can you push yourself without causing detriment? How far can you push yourself? How far can you push your limits in order to reach either your highest highs or your deepest elements? Because in the dark, again, that's where you find the treasures. That's where you find what you're made of. That's where you realize how strong you are. So Cancer energy, how far are you diving in? How deep are you going? Debilitated, discomfort, yeah. Okay. Again, how far are you pushing yourself in order to reach? Or is it too far? Do you need to rest? Is it time to take a pause? It's okay to breathe. It's okay to pause. Yeah, I say it all the freaking time. You can scream, you can cry, you can cuss, you can do whatever. Don't stop. You can pause. Don't stop. Breathe, rest, drink water, meditate, keep pushing forward. You pause to rest when you need to, and you move when you can't. Okay. See if there's any other energy in this. Alright, solar flares activate. Which we're getting, like Schumann resonance, we're getting solar flares. So we are activating our DNA. I talk about all the time how we're ascending, our vibration is raising, and that's because of all the activity, all the energy, and the collective awareness shifts. Uranus change. All right. Let's see. What else? All right, Uranus change. Let's see what the clarifier on that is. Any clarity on the change. Debilitated discomfort. Yes. The change is causing discomfort. Let's see what other information we need. Descendant invitation. We're being asked again, how deep can you go? How deep is your love? I'm not gonna say that. That's not gonna sound good. Mercury messages. You're getting messages. You're being asked to go deeper. And Jupiter abundance. The deeper you go, the richer the soil. When you tap oil, it's because you dig for it. Solar flares activate. Okay. All right. Which the vision of Beverly Hillbillies also comes up. Like, whenever I think of my family and I think of like striking, well, I don't know, like I was, especially moving to the South, like I always think of, like I moved from the West Coast to the East Coast, and it feels like my family, even moving from the West Coast, would feel like rolling up like they'd be a part of the Beverly Hillbillies. I'm same. I'm just kind of chatting, just reading whatever. I've felt very out of sorts the last few days, last few weeks, and I'm trying to find like the rhythm, if that makes any. I don't know. Trying to get back in to a pattern, but nothing's constant, nothing, I don't know. The world is ever evolving and changing, so. All right, well, let's see if there's any other cards, otherwise I think I'm gonna hop out. Alright. That feels like it is it. Alright, I hope you guys have a good night. I will catch you all later.